A pleasant day to all my subscribers, my viewers, the obedient family, active citizens, and Nigerians. Thank you for joining me once again. Now, the unruly behavior of some Nigerians is quite alarming. And it's quite unfortunate that we are in a country where, justice is selective. A lawless country where the law only governs the poor. The rich can do anything as far as you are connected to the government and get away with it. Now, recently we saw an event between Value Jet and K1 The Ultimate. He actually came out to apologize though, and after the whole apology stuff, Nigerians are saying, look, he should actually face the law. It doesn't matter whether he's connected to the president, and we've not had anything since then. The police have not said anything. In fact, the apology came through the account, the personal X handle of somebody that is actively working in government now, to show you how terrible and rotten the system has become. Now, today again, we saw something that happened in Ibom Air. A young lady, that is somebody that is a nobody. She kept shouting, do you know why? And we know she's a nobody. And then events played out. Although there were certain events, I can't show you the full video because there are places where she was almost, stripped off of her private parts were showing and all that, and I can't put that out there. But the truth is, after the behavior, we heard that she's remanded. She was taken to court and she's remanded in the prison in Lagos, and these are the events that are actually playing out. Kirikiri prison. And these are the events that are actually playing out. You see, as much as a country, we must understand that there are laws, and these laws should govern everybody. Anybody that goes against the law should pay dearly for it. It should not be selective justice. It should not be, because he's in the high and mighty, the law, he's above the law, and then somebody does something, and the next thing the person is paying for it. Let me tell you, I'm not in support of that lady at all. In fact, the lady should rot in the deepest side of the prison and all that for all those unruly behaviors, slapping the air hostess, doing a lot of despicable things there. And thank God for how they pulled her out like a child and all that. You're going to see some part of that video that I'm going to be showing you. But that is the scenario I'm going to be showing you, and we're going to be talking about it. But before I do that, let me quickly tell you, I've always maintained that, look, a bad leader will affect everybody. It doesn't matter whether he's from your tribe, he's from a religion and all that. I've never seen this. This is really bad. Blind people came out to protest in mass today. Let me allow you to watch that video, and when I come back, we'll continue.
Our school, when they close in Nigeria here, we wanted to open. The school are closed since last year. Come and open the school. That is only one school in Nigeria. The federal school. All the certificates. Who's the top? What did they not say any other school? What is that?
Now you've seen it right when we all tell you that a bad leader is a bad leader, a good leader is a good leader, undermining the tribe, undermining the religion and all that. You get to think it's a joke, but these are the events that are playing out. This is Lagos State where blind people are actually protesting. I also added a little bit of protest from workers and all that, that have not been paid for a very long time. You can see how terrible this is becoming. A lot of you will say, okay, let us tie it to the governors of the state. Look, I always speak about this thing on a general grounds. From the local government to from the councillor to the local government chairman, to those in the State House of Assembly, to the governors, down to the president, to the National Assembly, we must look for people that are credible, that are competent, that have integrity, that have compassion. Because if you don't have those kind of people, they will only be, their selfish interest is what they will be driving, and at the end of the day, they don't care whether anybody dies, whether anybody lives, whatever it is. And that is why it is important to select the right people. If you don't select the right people at state level, at federal level, wherever it is, you will suffer. The suffering we are passing through now is not only, meted on us from Tinubu's side. We see governors that have failed woefully. We've seen House of Representative members that have failed woefully. We've seen senators that we sent to the House to represent us that have failed woefully. We've seen a lot of them from all angles that have failed woefully. And that is why when we talk about change, we need to. There's something that Peter Obi said recently, and I totally agree with him. Look, it has to be a total overhaul. It has to be, we have to look for credible people to send to that National Assembly. We have to look for credible people that will take over power as governors. Now you can see what Abia people are enjoying, because a man that has integrity, competence, character, compassion is in that position. And all he's trying to do is to make sure that the life of the people is better. He's not after his own. He's after the life of the people of Abia State. How he can better their lives. And that is what really matters. And that is why we say it must be from all ends. You can't tie it down to one person. Yes, is Tinubu not doing? He's a colossal failure at national level. The governors, most of them are colossal failures at state level. If you come to the local government, you still see colossal failures at that local government level. And that is why it's something that everybody must intentionally pay attention to. You can have a good president, and at the end of the day, you have a miserable governor that is actually messing the state up. And that is why we need people that are credible at all levels, so that at the end of the day, you will enjoy the dividends of democracy at all levels. And that is what we are talking about. Now, quickly, let me take you to the event that played out in Ibom today, with Ibom Air today, and everything that there is. And when I come back, we'll wrap this up.
What did you do? What did you do? Did you mean? I came and
This was your counter.
I came with whip.
She's hitting me. She is hitting me. She's hitting me.
They bring it down. They will bring it down.
She was giving her slap left and right. She was slapping on the head. She strangled her like for 5 minutes. They just got her down. She was beating her. She was just like trying to calm down. She was like serious slap, but she was giving to her.
For having in mind, I didn't want to having in mind to do this for me. I want to know how much you want to pay for this today. I want to see it. Let's take her out of this place now. I want to see the
Now you've seen it, right? Now the news that is making the round is this. Let me just read it from Fisayo Soyombo's page. It said, Comfort Emerson has been arraigned in court and remanded in prison for her violent conduct. Fantastic. The law should take its course. But what will happen to the air hostess who deliberately took Comfort's dress, gleefully exposing her breast to the public? She will go scot-free. Her own motor park behavior will not be punished. Now the truth is, we didn't see, the video is not very clear when it comes to that. Our clothes should have, I don't know what happens there, so it's not clear, so we can't actually see. But let us take reaction to this, because it has stirred up another level of conversation. Because K1, the ultimate, was forgiven. To air is human. Now it has read this one now. To air now is Kirikiri. Let's get to is the difference between who the law governs and who the law doesn't in Nigeria, a lawless country. Now let's take reactions. Now let me start from Rifai. It's the same offense. One in Kirikiri, another apologizing, and government officials even spreading the apology. Welcome to Nigeria. Farouk tweeted, Kwam 1, to air is human. Kwam 2, to air is Kirikiri. Shehu Sani tweeted, he said, I watched the video. What of if I say the lady who slapped the air hostess should be forgiven and warned not to try it again because to air is human? Now you can actually see that everybody is now seeing how biased this whole system is. How that because one is connected to the president, he just came to apologize. Police no carry and nothing. Everything just died down. The other one, we no get connection anywhere now. She did Kirikiri. They don't remand them sharply. They don't send and go Kirikiri for violent behavior. Same offense. And this thing happened just within the space of 3-4 days. Both events. Let's get back to the video. Now you've seen it, right? First of all, I want to appreciate the people that actually took this thing to court as fast as possible, and then she was remanded. Events that are actually playing out from there said they told her to switch off her phones and she refused and all that, and before you know, the thing escalated, and then she was trying to remove the fire extinguisher to actually flog the air hostess on the head, and we saw her slapping a couple of them and all that, and then she was dragged out. At the process of being dragged out, she was exposed first of all as a lady. Now just very senseless ladies now go just they come out without all this bra and all that. How can you even try that? You just come out with nothing. Before you know, any small thing will happen, everything will just show. And then a lot of ladies are saying, they would have not dragged her like that. Oga, she behaved in an animalistic way, and they had to treat her like that. Because if they had told her, please, can you just step down? They have been she will not agree to go. She will not. For somebody to even create that kind of scene is already a mess, is a complete mess. That is to show you that this person don't even have some good home training. Because event like this, you know that there are rules here. The moment you get there, it's just that in Nigeria we do ourselves. Because there are rules. When you get there, you play by the rule. Do your thing and come. How many hours this flight be? Highest 45 minutes, you don't land, you on your phone, you continue what you want to do. Why must you break the rules and then at the end of the day try to show? Who are you showing? And the funny thing is that the example is coming from those that are above. Leaders that don't follow rules. We are in a country where you will see politicians, you will see people that are connected to the government. They don't follow rules. When it comes to one way, now then drive one way. But traffic go there. Alex Oti did something recently that made me to clap hands for him. His convoy was coming. He got to a place where the traffic was saying red light. He stopped. The fact that you are in service does not mean that you are more than everybody. You are not more than anybody. You are as a leader, you are supposed to be somebody that is serving the people. So your life is supposed to be an example to them. But no, we have people that will break the rules and they know that nothing will happen to them. Look at that K1. Nothing. Nobody they talk about that. You think apology is enough? That guy is supposed to be in prison. But who will do that? Nobody is willing to do that. But the lady now, nobody now, they don't throw and go Kirikiri. A country of lawlessness where leaders don't obey laws. And that is why we have a total failure. You will see somebody entering one way because he is a military guy, so he has convoy. You enter one way like this, scatter everywhere. They will block everywhere for him to pass. As Jesus, even Jesus. But you can see what is actually going down. And then how do you expect that citizens will now start following when they see the distorted way that these people break law and order? How do you expect them to follow suit? Now, this is Quam 2 now. Quam 1 happened, sorry. Quam 2 now have happened. That is what we are talking about. Where you have leaders that have zero character. In fact, they are not leaders, they are rulers. That want to really lead, but at the end of the day, they don't have an exemplary life. Zero example. How can you actually, show the people? You are supposed to be the leader that shows the people what to do. Your own is to talk. At the end of the day, now you break law pass. Go and see them everywhere now. Breaking law, scattering everything. Recently, Adams Oshimoli went to one day and was fighting in an airport. Shut down a full terminal. Nothing happened to him. Why wouldn't they get scatter everywhere? She has seen people that they have done it and they got away with it. If this man has faced the law and she knows that this man is in jail, she for no trial. And that is what we are talking about. The lawlessness of the system. How that the law is only for the poor, but the rich, you can do anything and get away with it, or the connected. Let me drop this here, guys. Please drop your comments in the comment section. Really love to hear from you. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Turn on the notification bells so that whenever I drop a video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thank you for watching this video. Have a blessed remaining part of your day. I'll see you next time.